card 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am going to read them as a whole, but also as an individual. So, card 1, you have truth be told in protection. Card 2, you have a leg up in protection. Card 3, you have unfinished symphony. And card 4, you have happy, happy in protection. So for those of you that picked card 1, with truth be told in protection, this usually, it kind of feels like it might be hard for you to either face some realities or be able to speak from a place that is real. It might be quite difficult, so I'm going to read this to you. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future, where you no longer labor under heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. And that's your guidance this week, to seek more truth. For card number 2, this week, a leg up in protection is about being able to ask for help and also being able to give help where you can. I'm going to read that to you as well, and I'm going to tie it all together. Yeah. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they don't serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good for you. Have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. So if there is some certain truth that you're having trouble looking at, admitting to, or coming to, or even just finding a way to word it or say it, it does seem like there is help for you, and if help comes along, take it, or look for assistance. This could be in the form of even using Google, or really just trusting yourself to a friend and saying, hey, this is what I'm going through. Excuse me, do you have any advice? Can you tell me what you've seen about me that I keep ending up in this situation? Or you might hear something from someone this week that's hard to hear and accept, but not so deep down you can feel that there's truth in that. So there's going to be help available to you this week, but it's for you to reach your hand out and say, hey, I'm here. Putting your hand up and saying, I need that assistance. Unfinished symphony talks about unfinished business, essentially. Things not being all the way tied up. Things not being all the way done. There's something that I always have to remind myself, that not everything has to be hard won, and many times in life, things won't always be hard won. So maybe you find yourself in a cycle of being in the same situation over and over again. What's going on? I've tried this, I've tried it so many times and I haven't broken through. Well, keep trying, because you're not finished yet. You have made some progress. Perhaps you have backslid, but you have made progress. And the backsliding is really just your old patterns still being played out, your old habits still being played out. You still have a way to keep moving forward and not giving up. If you keep moving forward and keep working on yourself, the thing, the experience, the project, the whatever it is, it will improve. It will get better. And that's what this is saying, right? Things will improve and things will get better. It's just not going to happen all at once. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be undone. And if there's some closure that you need to have, having it bit by bit might be helpful. If there's something that you can apologize for, or something that you can tie up and say, okay, I'm done with this part, this segment, that might be more helpful than saying, oh, I haven't done this whole thing. Like, work piecemeal by piecemeal. Okay? Um, this is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so the symphony can finally end on a high note. So for those of you that are following this story of the week, this sort of guidance moving forward for you, and I don't feel like this energy plays out for just this week. I feel like it plays out for like in the future, like in the next coming weeks. Like this is not some energy that just happens like that. If there's been something that you've been having trouble looking at, something that it's hard to come to terms about this thing, or it's hard to even know what the truth is. It's hard to ask for help because maybe you've been in this situation for so long and so many people have told you this before and you feel ashamed or you feel embarrassed or you feel some type of way about talking about it and sharing it with people. But there is something here that says there is help, and it's take a second to see if you can ask a friend, ask a loved one, or ask a random what they think or what advice they can give you. It doesn't mean you have to necessarily take it, but asking for help and not doing everything by yourself can be helpful. And if you are having an issue with someone else, there is need for conversation with this. When I see truth be told, there is something about having actual dialogue with a person or people. I know that it can be really resistancy to like hear that, because who the fuck wants to talk about things when you've talked about them ad nauseum? Like sometimes you just want shit to be resolved. But even having a leg up is you don't have to be the one to solve all the problems in whatever this situation is. You can, if it involves other people, right? If it involves yourself only, then yeah, get help. It could be a professional, it could be an online resource, it could be a class, it could be just an accountability, whatever. But if it's you and other people, you and other entities, you might need to put it on them and say, okay, like, I don't know what to do here anymore. I don't know where to go with this. What do you want to do? How do you want to play this? How should we do this moving forward? Unfinished Symphony is nice because I still feel here that this energy is incomplete. But I feel as far as guidance, it's more so saying that try to tie up what you can, yes, but also know that like there's something here that it's not done yet. It's like, no, not that it's not done yet, but coming to terms with whether you're ready for it to be done or it to be, closed up, for it to be put to the side, whether you're ready for it. For some of you, you are ready. Like, you are ready, but it's not going to be easy. Like, it's not going to be simple. For others of you, you're ready to put a piece of it to the side. For others of you, this is still a journey that's ongoing. And with this being in the upright, it tells me a story of you getting better and you getting stronger, whatever that might mean, at doing whatever it is that you need to do, that you need to face the truth about, bit by bit, getting stronger bit by bit, building up that, mountain so you can finally build a bridge and cross over, girl. Metaphors, okay? With happy here, it again tells me a story of how hard this process or whatever you've been experiencing can be, or how it's been feeling. But with happy here, it's sort of saying like, hey, it's not as bad as it might be feeling. It won't be as bad as you might. Try to find some joy. Try to find some light to help you through this process. Something that will help alleviate the triggers and the stress of whatever the situation is. Try to find happiness and not dwell on the stuff that makes you feel too heavy. So I hope this helped. I hope this was cool for you. Let me know how it went, how it goes. I wish you everything. Oop, that's my sock. I didn't know you could see that. Oops. Have a good one. Keep your light on. Good luck. Bye-bye. See you in the comments.